Hi, this is 365801 and this is another book and manga haul, and this is for the month of March 2023. So as I mentioned in last month's haul, I already knew I had some packages and that I had some packages on the way. So I knew I was going to have something to show. I just didn't, well, I kind of knew it was going to be a big haul. I just didn't know exactly how bad it was going to be. Bargains, man, bargains. I can't say no. And I got a really good one. So I've got some books to show that I got very, very cheaply. So some pros, and we'll start off with that. And then I've got the manga, which is pretty much all BL. It's pretty much all BL. And it is a lot, and I got a really, really good deal, but I'll talk about it and you'll see. So yeah, it's more than I would have liked, like I have said previously, and that I need to reiterate in every monthly haul now, because it's like, hey, when are you gonna get it? Stop buying things. Yeah, so I was aiming for a maximum of 7 volumes, and that each volume had to be under £7. And that was the goal for the year and every month. And unfortunately, as you can see, that is not the case. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into what I got. Let's start with the more joyful one, the cheapest one, the cheapest stuff that I got this month, and we'll look at some of the pros. So we're starting with some books that I picked up at charity shops that I've seen around. I don't know too much about. The Twyford Code I just got for 50p, yay! And I do have the previous one, which is The Appeal by Janice Hallett. I haven't read that yet, or have I? I'll be doing a secret TBR, and the reason why I picked up A Fatal Crossing is also to do with that TBR video, to do with mysteries. So yeah, A Fatal Crossing is a mystery. The Twyford Code is a mystery. And then I've got Legendborn and A Darker Shade of Magic. So these are two books, V.E. Schwab obviously. These are two that I've seen around. I don't know too much about, but I've seen a lot of people say good things. So if you have anything to say about them, please let me know. Should I bump them up my list? Do I need to read certain things in order? I'll need to do some sort of investigation into what is the best way to read these. I know A Darker Shade of Magic is to do with, I don't know, I don't actually know. I need to look into anyway, I saw these three. I think they're £1 each, so yeah, £3.50, and I got 4 books. It's pretty good. And adding them to my non-existent shelf. I really need to get a bookshelf. But yeah, so these are ones that I'm interested in, and they're kind of related to a video that may or may not be released. If it's not released on my channel, it'll be released on my Patreon, which, by the way, shameless plug, I have. And for $1 you can get early access and some Patreon exclusives as well, and maybe anything else that I come up with. I do have lots of ideas, I just never actually get around to doing them all. But yeah, certainly you can get early access and just shout out at the end of the video for $1 a month. So yeah, and it helps, I guess it helps the channel. It just makes me feel good, is really... Anyway, let's move on to some sort of male romance pros as well. So these are two that have a bit of male romance. One is Rainbow Rowell, Carry On, the first book in the Simon Snow series, and The Secret Case of Simon Fixnell by KJ Charles, which I've been having a wee look out, keeping my eye out for a cheap copy. And these were really very reasonably priced. So Carry On is pretty new. I don't think it's ever been read. I think they took the stickers off the back of these, but actually I don't think either of them have been read. So I think they're just unread copies. So I got Carry On for £3.45, and I got Simon Fixnell for £3.55, which is really good. I'm very happy about getting these for such good prices. I have kind of opened them in a vlog for reading Rin, the 3-volume series, as a buddy read with Katie. I don't know when that's going up on the channel. Maybe before this, maybe after this, I don't know. It'll be in that other video. But I did mention in that video that I really enjoyed Carry On last year and it was a big surprise, and I really want the hardback version of this version of Carry On, the British version that has the flowery design on the cover. But it's quite expensive now. But I have the other two in the series with the flowery designs. So as you know, I'm a bit of a collector. I have completionist tendencies that do not sit well with an incomplete set. So I need to get the Carry On hardback. So if you have one and you're like, I don't really care about this, and you're wanting to sell it, let me know. Let me hit me up, because at the moment on eBay it's like £35, £40, 45, 50, and I'm like, ugh, that's quite a lot. So yeah, I'd like a slightly cheaper copy than that. I'm keeping my eye out. It's just one of those things I will have to get at some point, because I need to have a complete set, and I hate not having a complete set. So yes, I really enjoyed Carry On actually. Baz is just great. I love Baz. The Secret Case of Simon Fixmel, I have the Audible book, and I will be doing like a read and listen at the same time. And I'm really happy to be adding more KJ Charles. It will just be like I hope I can get everything. She's got a new book out in March. It was released and actually in bookstores, which is pretty cool and very good for her. So I will have to pick that up at some point. I know I can get it at the moment for about £8, but we'll see if I can get it when it gets reduced down a wee bit. I can wait, as you know. So yeah, I'm really happy about these two being added to the collection. Now on to the BL manga. There's actually quite a lot to show, so may as well. I wasn't sure how to divide it up, so I've kind of divided it up into publisher, except the last lot of stuff I'm going to show you, which is the big bundle that I got. So this is Cast Heaven Volume 8 by Chise Ogawa, Volume 4 of Jealousy by Scarlet Beriko, and his favourite Volume 11 by Suzuki Tanaka. I got Cast Heaven for £6.99, Jealousy for £6.79, and his favourite for £6.80, so all under the £7, which is pretty good. Volume 8 of Cast Heaven is, I think, the final volume. I still have to get Volume 4? Yes, I have Volumes 1, 2 and 3. I don't have Volume 4. I think I've got Volume 5 and 6. And maybe Volume 7? I have to check. It's been a while since I did it. So this is another thing that I need to add to my list of things to do, which is go through what I've just purchased in the last few months and put that into my spreadsheet. So I need to update my spreadsheet. It's been 3 months. I need to do it. When it comes to Jealousy, I have got Volume 1 and Volume 3, now Volume 4, but this is a 5-volume series, so I need to get Volume 2 and Volume 5. So Jealousy is one that I definitely will not be reading until I have the full complete set. Cast Heaven, I've already read Volumes 1, 2 and 3, and if I had Volume 4, I would just read that as well. It's one that is in the same kind of vein. The two of them are very look at his favourite off to the side, just being cute and sweet and absolutely nothing like, well actually sometimes there's a bit of toxicity in that one as well. Anyway, the toxic trio. That's not his favourite, just being like the cute pink haired toxic one at the end. Whereas the other two are pretty toxic. But Cast Heaven, for some reason, I can tolerate more. Jealousy, I'm not even going to attempt to read that until I have the full complete set. It's going to be a sit down and read your manga, 5 volumes, get it done, and that's me, like one and done, because I'm going to be wrecked, and it's going to be an experience, and I don't know if I'm going to recover, and I'm worried. I'm worried, guys. I'm worried. So yeah, I'm going to take my time picking up the rest of Jealousy. It's not a priority, you know? Why would I do that to myself? I think you all know my glass heart is glass. That's it. I can't do the really, really horrendous stories. It's just too much for me. And then his favourite, which I picked up Volume 12 recently for a really good price. And so I was keeping an eye on Volume 11 because I wanted to keep up to date, and I'd taken a long time to pick up Volume 11, and so Volume 12 had come out and I was like, oh my god, I'm behind. So I have everything so far. I'm up to date, which is really great. So I'm on the lookout for a volume 4 for Cast Heaven, and then I'll have to review. I'm pretty sure I've got 6. So I think it's just, I'm pretty sure I've got 5 and 6. Maybe it's just volume 7 I need to get. So maybe 4 and 7. I think that's it. So yeah, these are the Sublime titles. So not loads, but if this was a normal month, I would be like, wow, look at me getting 3 Sublime titles. I know, it's bad. Let's go on to another publisher. So I didn't mean to pick up a couple of Seven Seas titles, but I guess I just did. I have not made Seven Seas a priority. I just picked up things as and when, but I know that the reason that is the case is because I haven't actually sat down and did the whole what is out there review, renew my list, and I need to do that. That's something that is like, you need to do this. So I might try and do that. I say that every month. Anyway, I got Monotone Blue by Nagabe, and I got volume 4 of BL Metamorphosis by Kaori Tsurutani. I have volume 1 and volume 3 and now volume 4. So I need to get volume 2 and 5. Again, there's a couple of gaps. But I picked both of these up for pretty good prices. I got BL Metamorphosis volume 4 for £6.23, and I got Monotone Blue for £4.33. So really good prices. And that's the thing, like, I've seen quite a few things go for really good prices, and I'm like, that's less than £5. That's like what I used to look out for. And these are new titles. So, I mean, it's so hard for me to rein in my spending, because now I'm actually seeing newer things that I'm not actually looking for because I haven't made my list, and I'm just happening upon them for really good prices. And I'm like, this is so much cheaper than buying something that's like a year or so old. So I'm really going to have to make that list. I think it's important that I have a updated kind of experience of searching for the things that I want to search for. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading Monotone Blue. I will wait to read BL Metamorphosis until I get volume 2. In fact, I might just wait until I get volume 2 and 5 and reread volume 1 and reread volume 3 and just do a big read and cry at the end, because that's what I'm assuming I'm going to do. I'm looking forward to the Nagabe one that's just came out August last year, and something about animals, love it. Nagabe's work is so interesting, and so I'm looking forward to reading these two when I can, but the Monotone Blue one will be getting read very soon. On to Vertical. This is What Did You Eat Yesterday, Volume 17 by Fumi Yoshinaga. This is now part of Kodansha, so it's not going to be too difficult to get hold of previous copies of What Did You Eat Yesterday. And this is a lovely cover. I really like the colour scheme. And of course, I'm filming this right at the end of March, so Fumi Yoshinaga's Oku series has been announced as having an anime through Netflix, so everyone's very excited about that, because the last anime she had was, the only anime she's had is Antique Bakery, which deserves a rewatch, but I need to read it first. I need to read and then watch. And I have all 4 volumes now. Yeah, Fumi Yoshinaga has a live action drama for What Did You Eat Yesterday, and I did watch that and it was fabulous. And I know there's a movie version, so I haven't watched that one. I'd love to watch that. So yeah, it's very good. I'm happy that I'm able to get this. I got it for a really good price, £4.71. I did show in my unboxing that there was a slight crack in the spine, but it's very small. And for £4.71, I can't say that's a bad price. It's less than £5. I'm really happy about these prices, because 17 is a fairly new volume, and we've only got 20, so I only have 3 more to get. And if I can keep getting the rest for under £5, I will be a happy bunny. So, and then a complete set. I do need to read it. I also need to make that meat wrapped onigiri, because that sounds delicious. Something about some of these recipes, it's like, as soon as I read it, I'm like, I have to try. So yeah, What Did You Eat Yesterday is an absolutely fantastic series, and I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed the drama, and I like Fumi Yoshinaga. She's a classic. On to Viz, and yes, this is BL, I don't know what you're talking about. This is My Love Mix-Up Volume 6 by Aruko and Wataru Hinekure. Volume 7, I think, has just come out in the US, And I got this maybe a couple of weeks ago. Actually, yeah, it's probably quite a few weeks ago, but it was still in its box and I only just unwrapped it literally just like a couple of days ago. So I knew it was there. I was holding out. I want to read it. I want to read it ASAP, and I haven't read it yet. And I'm holding out. I'm like, no, don't do it. Just carry on with what you are doing. You've got other things to read. You've got other things you need to do, and this will be a very enjoyable read for you. And I'm itching, especially now that I'm seeing volume 7s everywhere as well. This is a 9-volume series. I'm assuming that we'll get volume 9 this year and it will be able to be completed. I was able to pick this volume up for £5.99, and I think that's a pretty good price. It's retail at £7.99, and so often it will be £6 something for a sale price, and so when it dipped below that £6 mark, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely getting this. So it sometimes pays off to pre-order, and it sometimes pays off to wait a month or two and then be able to pick it up for a slightly reduced price. Sometimes the older you go on, like volumes 1 and 2, they go back up to full recommended retail price. So really, you've got to time it right. This is something that I haven't talked a lot about, but like I just mentioned with Monotone Blue, sometimes you will come across something at the right time when it's reduced and you'll be able to pick it up. And so many times that I picked something up and then later on found it reduced, and it's like, damn it, I should have just waited. So sometimes if you pre-order, you get a better deal. Sometimes if you wait, you get a better deal. And it is just the luck of the draw and whether or not you want to pay what you want to pay for. I cannot wait to read this. itching. I cannot believe I have not read it yet, because this is one of my absolute favourites over the last 2 years. It's just been mwah, chef's kiss. Love it so much. So yeah, this is a priority read for me. Okay, we are on to the final thing to show you, and this is going to be like a pretty big deal because it's a lot. There are 12 volumes. I saw on eBay a BL bundle, a job lot, and I used to buy them a lot in the past, say maybe around 2016, 2017, 2018. I would buy a lot of BL bundles, yaoi bundles, job lots, because I didn't have all of the titles, so I'd be able to quite easily purchase something and not have any of it, or I would have maybe one or two, and eventually it got to the point where I was after specific volumes, and I would buy a job lot or a bundle, and there would be ones that I already had in it, duplicates, and there would only be one title in that job lot that I needed to complete some sort of set or have that particular volume, and getting that volume on its own seemed more difficult. And so my evolution of bundle buys has gone from buying everything and not having anything in the bundle to buying the whole bundle just because there was one title in that bundle I needed. And I try and avoid that as much as possible now because I don't want more duplicates. I mentioned in my reading vlog for Rin that I have probably 100, maybe 200 extra volumes in my collection that are just duplicates. I still have a set number, but in my spreadsheet I will have a little number of like how many copies of that I have, and so I will know if I have 1 or 2 copies of something. And when it comes to this one, this particular bundle, job lot that I saw on eBay, there was only one volume, one title that I already owned, and that has not happened for about 4 or 5 years for me. So I feel really great about it. And unsurprising, the reason why is because there's a heck of a lot of Tokyo Pop, a heck of a lot. And as you know, I try and avoid buying Tokyo Pop unless it's secondhand and unless it's for a really good price. And when I tell you guys I got a good price, oh my god, I got a good price. So I managed to get this bundle of 12 volumes, which are not just Tokyo Pop. There's Juni Manga, Yen Press, and Seven Seas as well. I got the full bundle of 12 for £50 and £6.97 postage, so £56.90, oh no, 92. And so each volume, when you divide that by 12, equals £4.74. So in this bundle I picked up I've Become an Amiga Today by Sachi Maiki, which is a Yen Press title. I haven't got a lot of BL from Yen Press. For some reason they just didn't for a long time, and then they've started doing it again. So I have to make my list. Once again, I'm telling myself, make the list. Find the note, girl, find the note. Then I've got Seven Seas Boy Meets Maria by Peo. This has got quite a sad story, and I think there's a bit of an issue with the creator. I think the creator passed away. I'm not entirely sure exactly what kind of book this is. It's classed as LGBT, and I think that's where it probably will be in my collection in terms of what I class it as. So yeah, it's one that I know is probably quite sad to read as well. Then a complete opposite title is Ore Miko by Jine Manga, and that is a Sakura title. I think I have every physical Sakura title now. I have the box set, I have Teach Me Tutor, and now I have Sakura's Ore Miko, which was being sort of serialized digitally by Jine Manga. There is one digital title by Sublime, which I don't think I have, or maybe I do, and I think that's, is it Men Playing Dirty or something like that. Sakura has a particular art style and draws her men in a particular way, and has done. If Sakura is even a woman, I don't know. I love that. I love the fact we don't know. And I do think that for the longest time it was kind of seen as something that would kind of span the genre. If you are a genre purist, you know, if you want to say, well, this is BL and this is gay komi, Sakura's was kind of seen as something that could be seen with a foot in each camp because of the depiction of the male physique. And I think the way that BL is now, those barriers don't necessarily exist. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. I feel like we have such a variety and wide array of artistic styles and of physical human physique representation within manga and within BL that that some of those kinds of opinions maybe are a bit old-fashioned. I don't know. I'd love to know what you think. I think, what was it, Midnight Rain? Recently reading that one, that was very nice, and I loved the way that the male physique was presented. And so this is something I think Sakura does quite well. Very hyper masculine, and I think there's a space for all of that in BL. I think BL is quite inclusive, as much as people would say that it's not. Historically, maybe not, but definitely modern BL is something that I think needs to be lauded and supported and praised for having a wide variety. And I think there's something for everyone. I can't believe I'm being so deep about Ore Miko. Because Ore Miko is, I haven't read it yet, but I've read the first, I think the first chapter, because I think you got a free sample of the first chapter back in the day, and I was like, okay, this is just porn no plot. Okay, great. So I'm waxing lyrical about porn no plot stories, but that's a great thing about BL. It's Vanity Fair. All manner of human existence is here. So yeah. Above that we have all of the Tokyo Pop. We've got Dekoboko Sugar Days and Dekoboko Bittersweet Days by Atsuko Yusen. I have been on the lookout for these, and I've not been able to find a copy of one or the other for less than £13. So £4.70 is like, woohoo! So happy, so happy. I do think I have one or the other or both in digital. A lot of these I do have in digital form, I have to say, and I haven't actually read them digitally, but I have the physical now. Yagi the Bookshop Goat, digitally I do have it. This is Fumi Furukawa. Sounds cute, and I did want to read it, which is why I got it digitally. This Wonderful Season with You, another Atsuko Yusen. I read it last year. This was a 12 and 12 recommendation by Dynamic Dylan, and it was super cute. And I'm really happy I have the physical copy now. It's quite thick and chunky. It's chunky. I didn't realise that it was quite thick. Some of these are quite hefty, and that's maybe why it's got the price point it does in the UK. They're kind of expensive. Tokyopop's kind of expensive for the BL Love range. Not even the Love range, it's the BL. They really hiked the price, but then actually some of these are quite thick. So maybe it's worth the price point. I don't know. It's certainly worth the £4.70 I paid for it. Woo woo! Above that we've got Fangs by Billy Bali. I have volume 1 digitally, but I don't have volume 2 digitally, so I can read the both of them. I don't know if this is a series that's ongoing, if there's going to be more. That's fine if there is. And this is, I think, the only series I'm adding to the collection. Everything else is like a one-shot, or is filling in a gap, or continuing a series. So Fangs is the only series I've added. And if it is only a 2-volume series, it's a series I've now completed. But if it's not, then it's one that I'm going to have to keep a lookout for the next volumes. Above that, I'm looking for Serious Love, which looks cute. Sherry My Destiny, Okage Mochino, also looks pretty cute. I've seen this for like £5 or £6, and I was tempted to buy it. But £4.70. And then the one above that is Replay by Saki Tsukahara, and this is the only title that I already own and have in my collection. So this is the only duplicate. I can sell this on. And the thing is, I can sell it for like £4.70 and reclaim that money. That's great. Great. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to sell a lot of my duplicates on for hopefully the price that I paid for it. And when it comes to bundles, it's quite a good thing to be able to sell them on for roughly the same price. And then it does mean it's slightly cheaper for the person buying it. So yeah, I am super excited to have this. The person who, as you could see from the box, posted it, wrapped it up really well. I mean, I'm so impressed. I'm very grateful that I was able to get this. It's a massive, like, fun boost to my collecting kind of experience, because it's been such a long time since I got a big bundle, and it was like literally, it was like Christmas. It's like, so good. And also because it is majority Tokyopop titles, then I don't have to pay the price that they are, and also I don't need to actually add them to my cart and be like properly buying them. I don't know, is Stu Levy still around? I heard something that he might have stopped working with Tokyopop. He's probably still gaining money from it though. Of course he is. I don't know. But yeah, I'm so happy that I was able to get a bundle, a BL bundle. It's been such a long time, guys, such a long time, and to have only one duplicate, wow. I can't even remember the last time. So yeah, I got a really good bundle here. This is, I mean, Oremiko is £13. I haven't seen it cheaper. I've become an Amiga today. I think £8 was the cheapest. It's back up to about 10. Boy Meets Maria, I think that was around 10. Dekoboko, 13. Yagi the Bookshop was like 15. Wonderful Season with You, it was available and then it's just disappeared. Fangs, they were about 11 to 13. Yeah, so a lot of these are pretty pricey if I'm buying them. And these are in amazing condition. These are basically brand new. I'm not even sure if some of them have been read. They don't look like they have. I mean, I don't know. The person selling them, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I do think I need to be showing you guys this. I am super grateful that someone posted this on eBay and was like, hey, passing them the stuff on. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do with all my duplicates as well. Just like, hey guys, who wants this going to a good home? Because, oh, I'm so happy. It was a really good buy, and it's probably completely knocked off my like with 50 quid, it was my full March purchase, and I was like, you can't buy anything else. I've already bought other things, but this was basically like everything. If you buy this, you can't buy anything else for March. So I think I might have to do a no buy month. I don't know if I can manage it. So here you go. This is all of the physical BL manga that I picked up for the month of March. 19 volumes. 19. The cheapest was actually Monotone Blue for £4.33. Then What Did You Eat Yesterday? And then My Job Lot with everything else. And then I think My Love Mix-Up. So pretty good in terms of cost and price and things like that. But 19 volumes is not 7. I know I'm like just putting it out there. 19 volumes is not 7. So I really do need to rein it in. But when it comes to the price, none of these were over £7, and that's pretty good. And the majority of them were under 5, which is bloody brilliant. So I'm very happy about that. As I've said, his favourite continuing series or filling in a gap, Jealousy, Cast Heaven, My Love Mix Up, What Did You Eat Yesterday, BL Metamorphosis. These are all filling in gaps. Monotone Blue and I've Become an Amiga Today, they are standalones. And then only Fangs is a series. So everything else is either a standalone or is filling in a gap. And I think that's pretty good. Yeah. It does mean, and I'm saying this right now rather than at the very end, but April is a 30 and 30 month, which means that they're going to be doing 1330 manga. Izzy, Shay, it might be, is it Bree as well? I don't know who else who has announced it. I don't know if it's just, is it just 3? Is it 4? Is it 5? I don't know who all of the hosts are. I'll need to check because I don't know if Marg from Marg Reads Manga is involved as well. So yeah, I'll have to check out who is hosting it. But it was Shay and Izzy before, so we will see. I'm super excited because, as you can see, I have like 19 volumes here. So that's like 2/3 of the month already, and I have quite a few that I picked up already. I think the Infernal Devices, I should give that a read. And I have my little bowl full of yellow pieces of paper, and that's all the books. But it's not actually all the manga. I still have to add all of these titles to that bowl. So, like, that's my pick something out and read it. So yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can do my 1330 and see if I can read everything I'm buying, because that's the whole point. So that was the other thing. So other than how many and how much I'm spending, the other thing is to read what I'm buying. So these are things I'm trying to be really very focused on. And I haven't read any of this, not a single thing. So in April, I'm going to have to pull my finger out and do this. I can't rely on, April and November every year to get my manga reading done. I need to actually be reading the manga that I buy when I buy it. Because that's the point. So yeah, there'll be a few like What Did You Eat Yesterday, which I won't. BL Metamorphosis, Jealousy, Cast Heaven. I could read his favourite because I think I have my volume 10 here. I'll see. But the majority of these I can give a read to. So other than Replay, which I've already read. It's always good. I could read that again. But this is something that I'm going to try and do. So yeah, in April, if you are interested, keep an eye out. I'll maybe post some things like on Instagram and stuff, like what should be my next read, should it be this or this, that kind of thing, which I always think is fun. I have some things that I do want to read, so I have some plans anyway, but also I'd like some input as well. So if there's anything on this stack that you're like, have you not read that yet, other than My Love Mix Up Volume 6 which I'm reading like ASAP 1st of April, yeah, if there's anything in here that you're like, yeah, you definitely need to read that, you need to read it now, let me know in the comments down below. So this is everything that I picked up for the month of March. Thanks for watching this book and manga haul. If you made it to the end, maybe Is there a flower for a daffodil? You could put a daffodil emoji down below if you're just showing me some love. Thanks. Yeah, this is a lot. This is more than I wanted to be. It's probably going to be one of the biggest stacks for a month that I'm going to do. I might do like a quarterly haul. So if you've already watched my hauls, you probably won't need to watch them. But I might do like a spring, summer, autumn, winter haul. Just go through some stats and things if I've actually read things and stuff like that. Some extra things. I might just put that on my Patreon channel. Once again, $1 a month. Early access and Patreon exclusives. So yeah, it's more than I want it to be. 19 manga volumes and 6 pros, and together it's quite expensive. that's kind of the point. So I went through it. So my thrift books are £3.50. My Mail Romance together, the two of them, Carry On and Slimy Fix Small, £7. And the BL manga altogether, the rest of the manga is £99.52, so just shy of £100. But I also picked up a digital Tokyo Pop title, Puppy Love, for £1.66. I didn't mention that. So my total for the month is £111. 111 68 pence. Oh, I feel bad. I feel a little sick. But I did get quite a lot for that, didn't I? That's good, right? And there's some nice ones, some new ones, and I'm bound to read all of these. So yeah, that's my challenge. Make sure I read all of the manga that's on this haul, or the majority of it, by the end of the year. So fingers crossed. If you're taking part in the 1330 for April, I'd love to know. And yeah, if you've got any, like, read this first, I can create my TBR and put it in order, because I would like to get at least one every day for the month of April. Yeah. If you managed to get to this the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate anyone who sits and watches me, or watch my videos, or just listens to me. I do recommend, actually, put me on like 1.25 or 1.5 speed, because I do talk quite a lot, so you can get through it really fast. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, and thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and all of that as well. It really does make me feel good. Just a bit of interaction. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm 36581, and I make videos about BL manga, yaoi, mail romance, and all that good stuff. Take care, everyone. I will see you in the next video, hopefully with a much smaller haul. Bye.